Hello everybody, this is Unit 3, Day 1. Okay, we're going to be talking about constructions and all sorts of goodies in this one. Alright, so we'll be mixing back and forth between some math and then constructing the actual problem at hand. Okay, and what do I mean by that is in this particular case we're going to be looking at parallel lines through a point, perpendicular lines through a point. Okay, so we're going to find a line parallel to another line through a particular point on the coordinate graph. Same thing for the perpendicular line through a point. And then I'm going to ask you guys to go to a website that shows you how to construct these two things right here. Okay, so we're going to be looking at these two types of constructions right here. But first, we're going to remind you guys what it means to find a parallel line through a point and a perpendicular line through a point algebraically. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so it says, what is the equation of a line, let me give myself some space here, that passes through the point 4, 5 and is parallel to the line whose equation is this guy right here. Okay, so we're going to take this point, we're going to put it in some line that's going to be parallel to whatever this line is here. Okay, so before I get started, let me graph this guy right here. Okay, now remember, all right, what do we know about two lines that are parallel? Their slopes are the same. And then two lines that are perpendicular, their slopes are negative reciprocals, right? Okay, the negative reciprocals, okay? So in this case, we're trying to find a line that's parallel, which means we're going to use the slope 2/3, okay? So that's going to be our slope. So now, we have to create a line that includes this particular point right here. So how do we go about doing that? Well, we're going to need this equation right here. So this is the point slope formula. Okay, and so let me write that in there, point slope. Okay, and so what it involves is a slope, right? And then some point, some x1, y1, which we have both of those. So now that we have that, let's plug everything in. So y minus 4 is equal to 2/3 x minus, well, I'm sorry, 5. There we go, x minus 4. Okay, that's why I write the x1, y1 up there, right? Just to remind me of, make sure I'm putting the stuff in the right place. So in order to graph this thing, right, we're going to need to put it in this form right up here, which is slope intercept. Okay, in order to graph these things, right, it helps to put this into slope intercept form. Okay, all right. Also, well, I guess we really don't have to. And we're not going to. All right, let's just not. Okay, so let's just leave it just like this, and I'll show you how to graph this as is. All right. So let's graph this first one here. So I go x minus 4, or 2/3 x minus 4. So this right here is our y-intercept, right? 0, negative 4. All right. So I go 0, negative 4. All right, and I'm going to go up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3, 2 over 3, so on and so forth. All right, close enough. Ah, that's a terrible line. All right. Wow, even worse. Okay, forget it. It's just not going to be straight. That's all right. Okay, good enough. All right, so that's the equation of y equals 2/3 x minus 4. And so I want to graph this guy right here. So I graph this point, which is 4 comma 5. All right, and then what's my slope again? Up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3. And there's our nice perpendicular line. Okay, and so it doesn't tell us to put it in the slope-intercept form, so we can use this guy right here. This is perfect. Includes our point, has the correct slope, and so we're good. Okay, so let's go down to the next one. Now the next one involves a perpendicular line through a point. Okay, so write an equation of a line which passes through 6 comma 9 and is perpendicular to the line whose equation is this. Okay, so before we can come up with what we have to graph here, all right, I'm going to have to do something with this. Well, it doesn't show up very well, does it? I'm going to have to do something with this 4x minus 6y. Okay, and the reason I don't like it in this form, and this is called standard form. Okay, it's because it doesn't give us our slope, doesn't give us our y-intercept. Okay, it has its usefulness, but just not here. Okay, so in order to alleviate that problem, I'm going to put this into slope-intercept form. So I subtract 4x, so I get negative 6y is equal to negative 4x. Whoops. Ooh, okay. Negative 4x. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Keep forgetting I can't write on that edge. So used to zoom in. Okay, so negative 6y is equal to negative 4x plus 15 divided by negative 6, negative 6, negative 6. I get y is equal to a positive 2/3 minus 5/2. And this is supposed to be an x there. There we go. Okay, so that's our equation. Not a very nice one. Looks like our y-intercept is going to be somewhere 2.5, so it's going to be somewhere here. All right, then we're going to go up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3. And there is this guy. Okay? All right. So now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to come up with a slope that's going to be perpendicular to this line and also passes through this point. So if our slope is 2/3, then the negative reciprocal is negative 3/2. Okay? Which means, all right, it's going to be slanting down, right? And it's going to be going through the point 6 comma 9. So let's put this all together. Y minus 9 is equal to negative 3/2 x minus 6. Now we can leave it just like this. It's not telling us to put it in any particular form. So I go 1, change my color here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's our point. We're going to go down 3 over 2. Down 3 over 2, over 2, 3, back 2. All right. And there is the equation of a perpendicular line that goes through that point 6, 9. Okay? All right. So, for homework, here's what you guys got going on here. I want you to go to this website here. And I want you to try these constructions. Perpendicular from a line through a point and parallel through a point. All right, you will need to do this on a scrap sheet of paper. Hold on to your drawings. I will count them into your homework grades. You will have to take a picture of your constructions and then turn them in for credit. So make sure you take your picture in OneDrive so it automatically saves as a PDF. Okay, so good luck, you guys, and have a good afternoon.